students, welcome to lecture 6 on the chapter Current Electricity. In lecture 5, I had discussed about limitations of Ohm's law, and later on we discussed on temperature dependence of resistivity and temperature dependence on resistance. In this lecture, I am going to discuss on types of resistors, color coding for resistors, electrical energy and electrical power. Okay, let us discuss all these points one by one. Types of resistors. Okay, before discussing types of resistors, let me define a resistor. A resistor is a device which offers resistance to the flow of current through it. A device which offers resistance to the flow of current through it is called a resistor. Okay, this device will oppose the flow of current, and that device is called a resistor. There are two types of resistors mainly for commercial purpose. First one, wire bound resistors. Second one, carbon resistors. Okay, now let us briefly study about these two one by one. Wire bound resistors. Wire bound resistors are made by winding the wires of metal alloys like magnet, constantan or nichrome. Okay, we have a picture of wire bond resistor. There is a metallic core. On the metallic core, a metal alloy wire is wounded in the form of circle, and this arrangement is called wire bond resistor. Given this picture represents wire bond resistor. Materials used for wire bond resistors are magnet, constantan and nichrome. Okay, why these materials are chosen? These materials are chosen because of their high resistivity and low temperature coefficient of resistivity. The resistivity of these alloys are relatively insensitive to the change of temperature. Hence, these materials are used for manufacturing wire bond resistors. Okay, this is the brief description about wire bond resistor. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Carbon resistors. Okay, these carbon resistors are made. A carbon is enclosed in the cylindrical cover and two metal leads are connected to the extreme ends of the cylinder for external connection. Resistors of high range are mostly made from carbon as they are compact and inexpensive. Okay, high range resistors are made mostly by carbons as they are compact and inexpensive. Their size is small, hence their values are given by color code. The color code resistors have a set of coaxial colored rings. Okay, with the help of these rings, colored rings, we can find the value of resistance of the carbon color code resistor. Okay, this is a brief description about carbon resistors. Now let us move to next one. Okay, we have a carbon resistor which is represented by color code, and there are 4 bands. First band indicates first significant figure or first digit. Second band indicates second significant figure or second digit. Third band indicates multiplier or power of 10. Fourth band represents tolerance or error in percentage. First band represents first digit number. Second band represents second digit number. Third band represents multiplier or power of 10. Fourth band represents tolerance. Okay, how to find the values of this? Okay, different colors are given, color coding is given, and with the help of that color coding we can find the value of resistance of this color code resistor, and for different colors different numbers are given. And if there is no fourth band, then the tolerance is 20%. Okay, if the last band is absent, then tolerance is 20%. Okay, now let us try to understand what are the sequence of colors in color code resistors. First column represents color, second column represents number, okay, that will represent first digit and second digit, or it represents first band and second band. Multiplier is represented by third column and tolerance is represented by fourth column. Okay, let us see the sequence of colors. First color is black, number is 0, multiplier is 10 to the power of 0. Second color is brown, number given is 1, multiplier is 10 to the power of 1. Third color red, number is 2, multiplier is 10 to the power of 2. Fourth color orange, number given is 3, multiplier is 10 to the power of 3. Fifth color yellow, number given is 4, multiplier is 10 to the power of 4. Sixth color green, number is 5, multiplier is 10 to the power of 5. Seventh color blue, number is 6, multiplier is 10 to the power of 6. Eighth is violet, number is 7, multiplier is 10 to the power of 7. Ninth color is grey, number given is 8, multiplier is 10 to the power of 8. 10th one white, number given is 9, multiplier is 10 to the power of 9. Gold, multiplier for gold is minus 10 to the power of minus 1 and tolerance is plus or minus 5%. For silver, multiplier is 10 to the power of minus 2, tolerance is plus or minus 10%. If no color, there is no multiplier for that and tolerance is plus or minus 20%. Okay, this is the color sequence for color code resistor. Okay, first color is black, second one is brown, third one is red, fourth one is orange, fifth one is yellow, sixth one is green, seventh one is blue, eighth one is violet, ninth one is gray, 10th one is white, and after that gold is given. Tolerance, order of tolerance, gold, silver and no color. To remember the sequence of color, a memory tip is given. The memory tip to remember the sequence of color code resistor is given by this sentence, that is, B.B. Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife wearing gold silver necklace. B.B. Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife wearing gold silver necklace. All bold letters will represent first letter of each color. Okay, first B will represent black, second B brown, R red, O orange, Y yellow, G green, B blue, V violet, G grey, W white, gold, silver, no color. Okay, this is the memory tip to remember the sequence of colors in color code registers. Now, I will take an example to understand how to calculate the value of resistance of the color code register. Okay, one example. Okay, this is a carbon color code register having 4 bands. Okay, first band color is red, second band color is green, third band color is orange, and fourth band color is silver. Now let us try to find the value of resistance of this resistor. Red, okay, first band represents first digit number. The value of red is 2. Okay, second band is represented by green. Again, this will represent second digit number. The value of green is 5. Okay, this is represented by 25. First digit is 2, second digit is 5. Third band is represented by orange. It represents multiplier. Okay, multiplier of orange is 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 3 ohm. And fourth band is represented by silver. Okay, it represents tolerance. Tolerance of silver is plus or minus 10%. Plus or minus 10%. Okay, now the value of resistor of a given color code resistor is 25 into 10 to the power of 3 ohm plus or minus 10%. Okay, this is the value of resistance of the color code resistor. Okay, if you want to find color code, when the value of resistor is given, we have to go with a reverse method. Okay, this is how we can calculate the value of resistance of the given color code resistors. Okay, now let us see what is electrical energy and electrical power. Electrical energy. The total work done in maintaining the current in an electric circuit is called electrical energy. The total work done in maintaining the current in an electric circuit is called electrical energy. Okay, if you want to maintain a current in the electrical circuit, we need to do work on the electrons to move in an electric circuit. That work done is called electrical energy consumed in the circuit. It is given by W equal to Q into V. Okay, this way you have studied in electrostatics. Work done is equal to V into Q, that is equal to V into I into T. Okay, Q is expressed in terms of product of current and time, that is equal to I square into R into T. Here V is expressed in terms of I into R, that is equal to V square divided by R into T. Okay, this is the expression to find the value of electrical energy. Okay, this energy is consumed in electrical circuit. SI unit of electrical energy is joule. Okay, this is the brief description about electrical energy. Now we'll see what is electrical power. The rate at which work is done by a source of EMF in maintaining an electric current in a circuit is called electric power of the circuit. The rate at which the work is done by a source of EMF in maintaining an electric current in a circuit is called electric power of the circuit. To maintain the current in an electric circuit, work has to be done. That work done per unit time is called electric power. Its SI unit is watt and symbolically represented by W. Power is given by delta W divided by delta T, that is equal to V into I. Okay, the expression for power is product of voltage and current. By using Ohm's law, we can write different equations for power, that is P is equal to V into I is one equation, P is equal to I square into R is another equation, P is equal to V square divided by R is third equation. We can use any of the equations depending upon the given conditions to calculate the value of power loss in the given circuit. Okay, this is brief description about power loss. Okay, now let us study an important point, how power can be saved or how power loss can be minimized when the power is generated from power station is transmitted to homes and factories through transmission cables. Okay, the power is generated in power station and that power station will be far away from the cities, and that power has to be transmitted from power station to homes and factories, and it is transmitted through the transmission cable. Then there is a power loss in a transmission cable because of their resistance. The power loss is due to resistance of the transmission cables. Okay, now let us see how to reduce this power loss through transmission cables. Consider a device of resistance R to which power is to be delivered using transmission cables having resistance RC. Okay, we are going to transmit a power to a device of resistance R using transmission cables having resistance RC. If V is the voltage across R and I is current through it, then power is equal to V into I. Power is expressed as V into I. This is power of a device R. The power dissipated in transmission cable is given by PC is equal to I square into RC. Okay, this is the power loss in the transmission cable, and I am going to replace I by P divided by V. Okay, then the following equation becomes P divided by V whole square into R, that is equal to P square into RC divided by V square. Okay, to reduce the value of power loss in the transmission cable, the current should be transmitted in the form of voltage. Okay, it should be at a high voltage. The current should be transmitted at a high voltage, then the loss of power in the transmission cables can be reduced. Thus, to drive a power P to a device, the power wasted PC is inversely proportional to V square. To reduce this power, the transmission cable must carry a current at a very high values of V. The transmission cables must carry a current at a very high values of V. Okay, the cables carrying such a high values of V is not safe, and this value of voltage is again converted into small values by step down transformer at the receiver end, and then that power is transmitted to the homes and factories. Okay, this is the brief description how the power loss can be reduced in transmission cable through which power is transmitted from power station to homes and factories.